Every year in February, the annual fee on my US Bank Altitude Reserve card shows up. And that means it's time to attempt a retention call. Hi, everybody. DUGROZ here with DUGROZ Reports. So I've had the card since, I believe, 2019. So I've had 3 prior retention offers, and every year I just call and ask US Bank for a retention offer shortly after that annual fee posts. I'll put links up top and down below to those prior retention call videos. In the past, I've always received at least 5,000 points. And since I can use those points with real-time rewards with a 1.5 modifier, that's worth $75. Now, you probably know that the card has a $400 annual fee, and if you take out the $325 dining or travel credit, and then that $75 in value I get from the retention offer, that effectively makes the card kind of like a no annual fee card. So the question is, can I get a retention offer of at least 5,000 points? And today, you're going to be able to listen to that call that I made about a week ago during the first week of March. Before I dive in, though, on this particular YouTube channel, I talk about finding epic value, including but not limited to credit card rewards for the average American. If you get any type of value out of this content, please click the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Let's dive in.
Thank you for calling Card Member Service. My name is Sarah. Can I start with your first and last name, please?
Douglas Rose.
Thank you. And can I get the account number that you're calling about, please? Okay, you've been verified, so how can I help you today?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. I got my last statement and I noticed the annual fee had posted, which something I know about, but it always kind of hits you by surprise when it happens. I'm trying to make the keep versus cancel decision for this year, and I'm wondering if there's any incentives or promotions to help me make that decision.
Okay, I'm going to pull up any retention offers you might have. This will just take a moment.
I understand.
There is where I can provide you 10,000 bonus points, which would be equal to $100. If you wanted to accept that, you would earn those whenever your statement closes on March 8th.
Oh, thank you for sharing that information. Can I come back to that in just a second and ask a different question?
Yes, definitely.
Or maybe a similar question. So, as you're probably aware, I'm guessing, I've had some problems since the start of this year. Well, mostly just the month of January with my mobile wallet transactions only posting as 1x instead of 3x.
Right.
Is there any chance there could be a more generous offer to account for those missing points and the difficulty with that?
So the 10,000 bonus points would be strictly for just keeping you in the card type. I'm going to see if I could give you some satisfaction reward points, which would be extra points on top of that. Just give me one moment.
Sure. Take your time. Thank you.
Yes, it would allow me to give you 5,000 extra, and I could put in that the reason for those is because of the not earning the 3 times rewards right now.
Okay. So, can I say it back to you just to make sure I'm hearing it correctly?
Yeah.
The offer, I guess, for lack of a better term, is 10,000 points as a regular retention offer, and then 5,000 points customer satisfaction because of the point posting issue.
That's correct.
Okay,
So
yes.
15,000 points in total.
Yes, I would accept both of those. Thank you.
Okay, great. I just did the 10, and now I'm going to go in and do the others. Just one moment. There we go. I just did the 5,000. So the 15,000 in total would be available on March 9th, the day after the statement closes.
Okay, I've written that down. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So you do have 17,956 points right now, so that will be on top of that. So that should help cover your annual fee if you want to redeem your points your reward points towards the account as a credit then, or however else you want to use them. But do you have any other questions?
I really appreciate that, Sarah. Thank you. I have just sort of a general question. So I follow with different like blogs and Discord groups that talk about like credit card rewards. And I think just people are kind of wanting to know when the issue will be fixed with the mobile wallet transactions. Do you have any insight on that?
They honestly haven't given me a time frame. I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. But the last time I spoke to your representative, they told me that it could be another billing cycle. But again, not 100% fact on that.
Understandable. Well, I figured there was no harm in asking. Thank you. And
Oh, definitely.
that was the only.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. That was the only question I had. So I guess that's all I need today.
Okay, great. Well, you have a really great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks, Sarah. Bye. Wow, how about that? 15,000 customer appreciation points just by asking the right questions. And hat tip to the representative I spoke with. I believe her name was Sarah. She did a great job. One thing I appreciate about US Bank is the Altitude Reserve has its own dedicated customer service number. I almost always get right through, and they almost always cut to the chase. I didn't have to go through a bunch of rigmarole and be transferred to get a retention offer. I have received my most recent statement, and it's right here. You can see in that blue box, 15,000 points has now been added. If you're wondering, the actual correction of points that did not post for me based on the 3x problem back in January still have not posted, but I was only out a little over 1,000 points, and since they gave me an extra 5,000, at this point, I'm just going to drop the issue. I'm not going to keep pushing it. But if you're someone who has had that issue, you could just call in and ask for some customer appreciation points. I would calculate how many you're missing in advance. Can't hurt to ask. So the first time I asked for a retention offer was 10,000 points. Then I had 2 in a row of 5,000 points. So I was very pleasantly surprised to be offered 10,000 again, and then the 5,000 on top of it for a total of 15,000. If you're wondering, I do have a checking account relationship with US Bank and have for a long time. I spent around $6,300 on my Altitude Reserve last year, so don't know how much that factors in. They are very relational. So let's break that down a little bit with the 1.5 modifier for real-time rewards. Those extra 15,000 points will get me $225 towards travel. So we start with a $400 annual fee. You take out $325 for the travel and dining credit, and then $225 for the value of that retention offer I just got. I'm getting positive value of $150 by keeping the card another year. And I know I've said in the past things about opportunity cost and convenience, and you could make an argument for taking that into consideration. But if you're doing the easy math, positive value of $150 just by keeping the card, and I will definitely use that most likely on rental cars, or at least one big car rental later this year. So what do you think? Was that a quality retention offer? If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll try my best to personally answer. If you like this sort of video, you would love being a DUGROZ Diehard. A DUGROZ Diehard is a channel member. I only have one membership level, and it's $3 per month. You get access to early releases as well as special attention when it comes to questions. But most importantly, I've got about 20 different members-only videos that are either too sensitive or too nerdy for the YouTube algorithm. So just me and my members talk about these kind of things, like relating to people who don't deal with points and miles, awkward aspects of points and miles, philosophical issues, those kinds of things. I'm putting the names of some of my diehards on the screen right now. I do appreciate each and every one of you if you already are a diehard. And if not, just find the join button on any of my videos. And as always, may your spending be frugal and may your points be plenteous. Thanks for watching.